Okay, we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on Wednesday. We have a live celebration every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. For those of you who are new to joining us, we welcome you. I'm Beth. Roger is behind the camera. We have Phyllis over here, who is our faithful scribe. She writes down any orders that you have, and anytime you write a partial order or something, she usually catches it and asks questions. Then we have Doris there, who runs around and does whatever we need and answers your phone in case you want to register and buy things with us today. And then we have Karen here co-hosting. So welcome, everybody. Hi, Becky. Hi, Jody. Hi, Carolyn. Okay, so we do have a few giveaways for the new people, for the people who joined first, okay? We have, and if you already got one, give it to a friend. Otherwise, just say you don't want it and we'll find somebody else to give it to. But we have classic Christmas stockings made out of Minky. Of course, you don't have to make them out of Minky. You can make them out of anything you want. But remember to support Minky because they do give us lots of fun and free patterns. So, Karen, I'm going to give you some names to write down. We have, okay, we're going to start with the first people to log on. It always pays to log on early. Becky P. Here, I'm going to help her out. Okay. Or here, Doris, you want a pin?
I got it.
I've got Jody H. Carolyn G. Remember, be legible. Brenda Y. Sue Walter. Sue W. Barb S.
Wait a minute.
Here, can you help her?
Sue who? Walsh?
We got a bunch of them. Brenda Y. Sue W.
There's one other after.
Kathleen R. And then Barb Stobner. Did you get Barb S?
Barb S?
Uh-huh. No. Sue Delaney Mathis. SD. Just put SDM. Those of you who have long.
Sue D.
Okay. Those of you who have long names on Facebook and YouTube, we often have to create nicknames for you. Like Linda Allen Brown Clark is just Linda ABC. So often you hear us referring to Linda ABC. It's just our way of being able to keep track of you girls.
Are there more?
Welcome everybody. Yeah, I've got more. Okay, I've got Victor. I've got Mel.
Okay, just take it. Mel.
Susan Adams.
Here, you do Susan.
Jane M. Kathleen says she loves Minky. Me too. If I had my way, I would only put Minky on the back of quilts. Who did you leave off on? Jane
M.
Kathleen R. You're Rayanne F.
I'm ready.
Elaine R.
Elaine. Got her.
Connie W. Connie, thank you for the card. I loved it. Anita O. How many more do we have?
One more after Anita.
Anita O. Victor got one. Donna Taylor. Oh my gosh, welcome everybody. So just remember, it always pays to sign in early, even if we're not ready. You never know when we're going to have giveaways and freebies. And Elaine R.
All right.
So if you're new to watching, we do throw giveaways into your baskets. We ship them with your purchases. Another thing I just want to remind you is that we are a business where we would love it if we were like a guild or, just hanging out here for fun. But we offer a lot of freebies and a lot of free Zooms and a lot of extra events and things to our customers. It is a thank you from us for being loyal. So we do a lot of free Zooms. We do a lot of different things to try to get you inspired and energized to actually make things. But we love it when you support us, and so that's why we do it. So just somebody got mad at me the other day because I didn't give them the free Zoom link, but you have to shop with us if you want the freebies. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, but we like to reward those who take care of us. So that's my little lecture for the day. Hi, Thela and Beverly Ann. It's good to see you, Beverly. Thank you. Beverly said she just shared. We love it when you share with your friends. Okay, so we're gonna get started just because we have a lot of stuff to do. And we do have some finished quilts that were samples, but now they can go to you. And like somebody said, I won't mention any names, but she might be in this building. She bought one of our quilts off the auction, and then she sewed her label onto it. And so her grandkids or her kids or whoever she gave it to didn't know that she hadn't spent hundreds of hours making it. So you're free to do that. We don't care. Fran, it's good to see you. Perfect, Anita. Okay, so thank you, Carolyn. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a bunch of different items. Everything is going to have a number. So S03, the number here is S03, and it's $7 for this panel. S03 for $7. This would be really cute for a grandkid. Just throw some Minky on the back of it and practice your free motion stitching.
Excuse me, Beth.
Yeah.
I'm off on my screen.
Uh-oh. Somebody choked when I said something, and then she's printing.
I didn't mean to
Oh.
do anything, but
Well, that's going to be really, Roger's going to love you in the morning.
why will print a whole bunch of paper?
Who knows?
Oh God.
Okay.
You can't hire good enough helpers.
I know. Good help's hard to find.
Do we have more than one Santa?
Yes, we do have
Okay.
several of those. I think we have 4 of those left. So all you have to do is put S03. It's $7. Oh, Connie, we miss you too. We had a fabulous weekend, 4 days. Well, Connie came a day early to help organize us. How'd that go, Connie? We're like just unhelpable. Anyways, S01 is $7. Most of you guys already have these, but we do have a few of them left. S07 or S01. S01 is $7. So if you're new to watching, all you have to do is put the number S as you committing to buying it. S01 is $7. And this is going to be 36 inches by 44 inches. So these are good size panels for $7. Okay.
I'm going to behave. I'm going to go put it in the plate.
Okay. So a lot of you have bought the different patterns that we have had on the different sales. If there is anything that you want to do a free Zoom on, I am kind of putting into my schedule for Mondays from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. That way you can ask questions. It's not technically a class, but hopefully it will get you to sit down and actually sew, and it will help me to sit down and actually sew the samples also. So I want to just tell you so you can put it in your calendar real quick. Brenda, you're very close. Emily was sitting at the table, but it was Stephanie who did the quail quilt. Okay, so we did clam up last Monday. Next Monday, a lot of you bought the wonky ruler. So if you want to join us, we're going to be doing the wonky ruler. Just tell me you want to join the Zoom and we'll get you the link. And then the next week, the 20th, November 20th, we're going to be doing the St. Nicholas dolls or the deers, which I'll be showing you in a minute. And then on November 27th, we've got felting. So a lot of you have bought the felting kits, but you're afraid to try it. So we're going to be doing that. And if you can't make it to the free Zooms because you work or whatever, let me know and we'll see if we can't arrange something. Okay, so I don't know where to start, so things don't, as always, it's very precarious. I need a sample for the casserole dish, so I'm just giving you guys one more chance. We'll probably do it the 1st of December, but here are the 2 different patterns that we have. The quilt as you go casserole dish, you can do, and when we do this, you can do any flip and stitch. They're super simple. But I know some of you just need a Zoom to get you motivated. So this is quilt as you go or flip and stitch. And everything that you need except for your fabric is in here, I believe. So this is the casserole dish that's flip and stitch. And then if you want to do one that might be a little bit more time consuming just because you're going to have to quilt it, I think, after you stitch it together. We do have the home cooking casserole cover for 9x13 and 8x8 casserole dishes. Open the insulated casserole cover to convert into a terrific table runner. So here you can see, right here, you can see how it turns into a table runner. So it's kind of multi-purpose. It's a really good idea. So S131 is $9.99. S131 is $9.99. And I know you're all going to be going to potlucks and whatnot where you're going to need to take casseroles or desserts, your quilting guild. So S132 is the Quilt As You Go flip and stitch casserole cover. And then the other one that turns into a wonky ruler, what does it look like? Gosh, Connie Kaufman, I would think that you were a faithful watcher and you know. I don't know where the blocks are. Well, I know exactly where they are, but I don't want to run and get them today. But Connie, I will post it on the stitch along, and then I will also show it on Monday.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do
Yeah,
Santas.
anything here.
So here's these little cute guys. These are recycled Santas.
Karen loves these. She
I
made about 1,000 of them.
And I'm going to do 1,000 more this year.
And how long does it take? Once you're an expert like you are, how long does it take?
Oh, it doesn't take very long because I kind of do an assembly line, figure out how many, like cut all the bases and then, yeah. So maybe depends upon how much thinking I want to do when I decorate. That's the part that's
well, you can embellish them like crazy,
yes.
or you could just do simple.
Yeah, I usually get them kind of done and then during TV time embellish them.
Perfect.
Which it's, get rid of all kinds of scraps of trims I didn't use the curly stuff. I used leftover batting and weird
we've got
yarn and
curly stuff here for them. S121 is $5.
I didn't have access to this.
I know. Well, you would think working at Fabric Chicks, that you might.
I'm too busy working at Fabric Chicks.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this is a different
here's the
color.
brown one.
The brown one.
So this is what we put on this little guy here. You can see we kind of gave him he's not quite old. He's just middle-aged.
Yeah, he's just thinking about getting old. So the brown color beard type stuff is S117 for $5. And the white is S121 for $5.
And these are also good. If you want, you can put them into pin cushions. They do have the lanolin on them, so they lubricate your needles and pins. If you need the pattern for the recycled Santa, S114 is $11. 114. And like I just said, November 20th from 11:30 to 12:30, we're going to have a St. Nicholas fun party. So if you have any questions, we can get on. We can sew them. This is the one I'll be working on because I don't have a sample for this. S124 is $10. That's kind of like a stump doll. It's very little sewing. It's there's a little bit of sewing, but it's mostly just embellishing and well, Sandy, you can sign up for the Zoom.
This is a Saint Nick.
A lot of them
really looks Saint Nickish.
Okay, well, it's Nicholas, not Saint Nick, but because I'm going to show you a Saint Nick in a minute. Don't confuse them. Sorry. It happens so easily.
Okay, Mom's word.
Okay, so that's Nicholas. That's Nicholas, and he turns out to be what size?
Nicholas is 13 inches tall.
And he does have a pre-printed face in there. So the face is already on fabric for you if you want to use it. Otherwise, you can just do up your own.
Or you could trace that so you would at least have the outline
for the next one.
For doing your marathon.
Yes, you could do billions of them.
Yes.
And then we have an Eleanor Peace Bailey St. Nicholas. Oh, you know what? I think we should give away a St. Nicholas. Here, pick a name out of here and let's give one St. Nicholas away.
And it goes to Carolyn G.
Carolyn, are you still here? I know she is. Okay, Carolyn, I'm going to mail this in your box of goodies. And then we have more of them upstairs. So if anybody needs the pattern S125, and that's this little guy right here. I really should make a new sample of him. I made him probably when I was like 21-ish. He's got to be at least 30 years old.
He looks good.
Then we have a kit. If you don't want to think about it and you want to join us for this fun Zoom, we do have a kit for the green one. So this green one here, it's got all the little embellishments in here. It's got the mohair. It's got the eyeballs. Karen put little beads on him. And S116 is $24. That includes the pattern. So 116 is $24 for the kit for this Santa. And then if you just need the pattern, it is 114. 114 is just for the pattern. It's a great Virginia Robertson pattern. Oh, my computer says, let's finish setting up. Okay. It is, Sandy, the St. Nicholas Day is November 20th from 11:30 to 12:30. Uh-oh. Kathleen, how come? Well, I'll ask you later why you have to go back to Texas. And then if you want the pattern for the fun twig deers, and once you have the pattern, it's easy to enlarge it if you want to make bigger deer or smaller deer. This would be a great one to embellish also. And remember, you've got all the little gadgets and gadgets that you've saved. If you haven't saved any, you can go to like Michael's or anywhere after Christmas. They always have them super cheap, super cheap. So twig deer is S115 for $11. 115 for $11 for the twig deer. Bless you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. And I don't know if any of you need a fusible Zoom, like how to learn how to do fusible, like the quill or the flowers. Anything where you're taking one fabric and fusing it to another fabric. If you do need a Zoom on that, let me know and we'll do a Zoom. Otherwise, here are some patterns that are fun, Zoomy kind of projects. S130 is Connie Spurlock. We've interviewed Connie in the past, but these are cute little miniature stockings. You could put little gifts in them or gift cards or whatnot. So it has all the different applique designs in there. S130. S130 is $10. You could do it out of scraps of flannel. You can do it out of wool. You could do it out of just regular cotton. You could do it out of pretty much anything. Upholstery fabrics would be fun also. S130 is $10. S129 is wool felt ornaments. These are super cute. As you know I say this 1,000 times, but people are going to enjoy handmade ornaments more than anything else you can give them. Like, don't give them a new mixer for Christmas. You know, who needs a new KitchenAid when you could have a handmade ornament?
You could do some felting. Since
you could. Yeah. Now that we're experts on felting.
we're just felting everything.
Yes, you could totally felt those.
You could, yeah.
Yes.
Give it some dimension.
S128 is $10. That's what I love about the felting is I think that once you learn that technique, you're going to add it to a lot of different things. I always say this. I feel like I'm a broken record all the time. S128 is for that pattern. I feel like I'm a broken record, but the more techniques you learn, the more your brain is gonna just say, oh, I can do this, I can do that. So you can take a simple pattern and you can tweak it to your own uses.
So this is S126 and it is Joyous Sleigh Ride. And it's a wall hanging and it's 20 by 24.
And then we have the penguin stocking.
And that's S127 for $10.
And even if you don't want to make a stocking, but you love the penguin, you can take that pattern and you can put it on a pillow. You could put it on, it's 20 and the stocking is 20 inches. So I would say that's a pretty good size penguin.
That would look cute on a little grandkid sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt would be
Wouldn't
adorable.
That be
Yes,
fun?
yes.
That would be fun.
Yeah, Carolyn says she's starting to think of projects she can add felting to like she did on the gnome. I love that, Carolyn. I love it when we can just push you guys out of the box a little bit. Okay, if you didn't watch on Monday, I know some of you, well, somebody came in today. She said she never watches Monday because she's at Bible study. But I will say that good for you for going to Bible study, but you can always watch it later. So even if you miss it, you can go back and watch it. Mondays, we do try to do techniques and teach you something. So last Monday, we showed you what we've done with the scrappy tape, which is not much, but I did take my scrappy tape because I drown in the scraps and I can't throw anything away. I might be a little bit of a hoarder. So I have the 2.5 inch and the 5 inch scrappy tape. You basically just take your fabric and you flip and stitch it down. Do not iron it. I know this from experience. Do not iron it. You have to use one of these rollers. The roller works great. You just roll it like this. It's going to flatten your seams. Use the roller because this is a wash away stabilizer and it will do funny things. And I'll show you what I did with it. So this one I used my roller. I took the hexagon ruler that you guys just bought a few weeks ago and I cut out a focal fabric and then I just put a little bit of a sashing on it and then scrappy tape all around it. And then the next one I did, because I was just playing with it to see, because I want you guys to be able to get your bang for your buck when you buy tools. I don't want to just sell you tools because they are going to look great on your shelves. So here I used the 5 inch scrappy tape and then I took the same hexagon ruler, cut it out and then just bordered it. So I don't know, I could make these into placemats or I have no idea what I'm going to make them into. But that is what I did with the scrappy tape. You can see this one's a little bit wobbly because when I ironed it, it did steam up. It just puckered a little bit. So in the future, when they say don't iron it, they mean it. I didn't think they really meant it for me. So, of course I ironed it.
So what if you washed it first, since you knew how much you needed just to get rid of the tape and then cut it and it would lay flatter?
But then you're going to have all kinds of weird angle, like bias edges that aren't going to be stabilized. So I say you just use this until you're done.
And then just
quilt it and then wash it. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so if you need a roller, we have the seam roller S135 is $16. S135 is $16. The big scrappy tape, and I will tell you, and I told you this before, but I forgot it. But so I was sewing them all onto the 2.5 inch. And then it dawned on me that was kind of stupid. So I started doing it on the 5 inch and then I cut it in half. So I got half the work done. I got double the work done in half the time. So that's a great idea. If you have bigger scraps, and what I would probably do in the future is my big scraps I would do on the 13 inch. My medium scraps I would do on the 5 inch. And then my small ones I would do on the 2.5. So we have the big one is S120 for $49. That's 10 yards of 13 inch tape. S118 is $39 and that's 25 yards of 5 inch tape. And then we have the S119 is the 2.5 inch tape. And the 2.5 inch tape, Lynn did sew all of her leftovers from a quilt. She sewed it on the 2.5 inch tape and then made a binding with it. She said it was super cute. Carolina Moore does have 2 patterns for the scrappy tape. So, and once you use the scrappy tape, you're gonna, in your head, just always be thinking of different things you could do. I love scrappy quilts, so for me, it's kind of a genius idea. But here we have S123 is the scrappiest quilt. So you're just sewing it the 2.5-inch strips and then just alternating it. S123 is the scrappiest quilt, and then S122 is the heart, scrappy heart quilt. So 122 is the scrappy heart quilt. S123 is the scrappiest quilt. These are probably good ones to take to retreats, because I'll tell you from experience, watching the girls last week at the retreat here, we did a mini retreat at the shop, and those who had it planned and had everything organized came in, sat down, and just started sewing. And they're chit-chatting and sewing and chit-chatting and sewing because they don't have to think. The girls who came in and weren't super prepared spent a lot of time chit-chatting and not really doing anything because they weren't ready. So if you're going to a retreat, I used to think it was crazy when people would say, oh, I have everything cut and labeled and in baggies. And I thought, oh my gosh, why just go to the retreat and do it? But I watched the girls this week. I'm telling you, get it all cut and ready in your baggies. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's a sale one. You guys didn't buy it last time, so now we have it at super sale price. Here, we have a free one. Okay. So pick a name. And Doris put everybody's names in here who's made purchases over the last week.
Sandy Cohen.
Sandy Cohen is the winner. Here, I want my blank one for later. It's a precious piece of paper. Okay, if you weren't the lucky winner,
so it won't fall.
If you weren't the lucky winner, we have S02 for $6. So this is 4 fat quarters. So it's got a fun floral, a little right here. S02 is $6 for 4 fat quarters. Yes, Carolyn, good job. That totally is the truth. S02 is $6. S02 is $6.
And you only have one.
No, we have 3 of these fat quarter bundles.
Okay.
We have 3 of those fat quarter bundles.
You have 3.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Perfect. It's almost Christmas time. So if you have grandkids, this is the perfect. And I think Karen made it, didn't you?
I did.
So do you have any tips or tricks for them, Karen?
Just have fun. It was fun. And the directions are right on. It made sense. They were right on. This was easy. When Beth said you need to take this home, I went, oh gosh, I've never done this. I've never worked with fusible foam, but it was perfect. It was
fusible foam kind of works just like fusible fleece or fusible.
But it was different, for me.
Okay. So your nativity does open up if they want to open it up. And I don't know why they would want to open up all of it, but all of their little animals are in here. So it's great. They're all stuffed. It would be a great project if you have a young one coming to stay with you. You could let them cut it out and you could stitch it up and then have them stuff it, or oh, look at Karen forgot to sew that one up.
Oh,
wow. Okay, so this is what the panel looks like. S72 is $18. S72 is $18. And it's a big panel. S72 is $18. So you can see it's very step-by-step, cut on the dotted line. But I cut it all out at once, but I do cut around the numbers. So see how you've got a number here? I cut out the whole shape, then I go around the number. So when I'm putting them together, I can just clip that off. If you cut off all the numbers before it's time, you might be sad, but you won't be too sad because it tells you here, like wise man, and you can see wise man. So S72 is $18, and that creates this fun little nativity scene. And then if you're into barnyards, remember we all had the Fisher Price barnyard. This here is S73 for $39. S73 for $39. If you can't live on a farm, create one with this on the farm cut and sew panel. Only there, not only is there a barn, but there are farm animals and even a tractor. S73 is $39. And it's basically very similar. It must just be a little bit bigger or something. And the patterns are all, directions are all printed on the pattern. Okay, so I do think this is kind of funny. It says, not for children under 3 years old.
Seriously?
I'm just saying, this is totally for children under 3 years old.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
But it creates the barn and all the animals. I guess they just have to cover their rear ends. I got as far as cutting it out. May not be done before I go to Texas. May have to mail it. Well, Kathleen, you could take it with you. You could take it with you and finish it there when the kids are sleeping, you can finish it. Hey Sue, how are you? Okay, we only have one of these snowman books left as far as I can tell. So this is this snowman book. Snowman Fun, and then it has Velcro, and then you can dress your snowman. This snowman needs a sweater, and then there are all kinds of sweaters back here in different pieces, mitts and different things. So you can change his clothes. You can do whatever your heart desires. And here's the fully dressed snowman. And it's going to look like this. We only have one of those left, I believe. S83 is $17. S83 is $17.
And this went together really easy as well.
Oh, Donna's got a good tip. She says she takes pictures of the panel before she starts so she has the numbers available.
Oh,
that's
there you
very
go.
Smart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
Hey, Angie, do you want the snowman book? It's S83. S83. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe you're just saying, oh, the snowman is so hot. Mm-hmm. Okay. S83 is $17. I love you, Angie. Okay. And if you need crinkle, I'm going to show you the difference between a book with crinkle and a book without. This is a book with crinkle. So quiet. So quiet. If it was my kids, you better be giving them this book. But because it's not, it's the grandkids, you can give them this book. So we have, this book is on special today. S84 is $8. You're perfect to me. S84 is $8. You're perfect to me. You're adorable and cuddly. You're perfectly sweet. Your voice is music to my ears. I have to sing a song. You are my shining star, perfect in every way. I love you more and more each and every day. Your hugs and kisses are a perfect treat. Your smiles and laughter bring me joy all day long. So S84 is $8. S84 is $8. Where's Llama's mama? Are you my mama? Asked the llama. Nope, I'm a cow for now. Are you my mama? Asked the little llama. Nope, I'm a pig. That's my gig. Are you my mama? Asked the little llama. Nope, I'm a cat. That's that. Blah, blah, blah. And then, are you my mama? Asked the little llama. Yes, yes, I'm your mama, and I love you, you little llama. So, S85 is $14. S85 is $14. If you need the crinkle to go in it to make that fun noise, S86 is $12. You get 1 yard. Do not try to use the bags in your cereal box because I was doing a show one time and I didn't have any crinkle with me. So I put my cereal, I thought it made enough noise. So I put my cereal bag in it and it did not. So you want to put crinkle. This 1 yard of crinkle will make a lot of, how many bags do you think, Karen?
Oh, it'll make, because I just put it in one of the 2-page
Yes.
deals.
So it's right here on page
probably
2 and
would
page
be
8.
4 at least.
Yeah.
Because these are.
Oh, way more than 4, I think.
Oh, this is a full yard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably can get
36 by
36
48.
by,
36 by 48. You're going to get like 10 books out of it.
Yeah, because these are
Not very big.
no 7.
So S86 is $12. And then Anita, I know Anita was asking this question earlier. Sometimes it's hard to, oh my gosh. Kathleen's grandkids get up at 5:30 a.m. every morning. I feel your pain because Devin just moved back in with us and he got up at 5:20 this morning and that was a nightmare for me. I mean, I had to listen to him trying to tiptoe outside, but then Roger said, have a good day, son. Right in my ear. Okay, so S81 is the luminous pattern. I know a lot of you have already ordered this. We have had to reorder it again. It's kind of gone viral for us. So we sold out of it and have reordered it. We should have it back in stock middle of next week, I think. It's already it's on its way to us, but who knows when it's going to actually get here. So if you want the pattern, S81 is $13.99. If you haven't seen this in the different colors, go on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. That's a private group page that we have for all of the people in our community. You can see Donna just made it in a great color combination. I wasn't really that ecstatic about it with the first one I saw, but then when I saw Donna's, I was like, oh, that is really, really cool. I think even if you did it, this is more wintry, so it doesn't necessarily have to be just for Christmas, but you could even do it in more greens and browns and leave it out all
for the
year.
whole winter too.
Yeah, or all year.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a round table that you want to protect, you could totally make it for your table. If you wanted to make it square, I'm pretty sure you're smart enough you could figure out how. S81 is $13.99. S81 is $13.99 for the pattern. And then the class with Victor is November 28th and December 5th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it is $40. So the class with Victor is November 28th and December 5th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it's $40. S81. Thayla, I already have it on your invoice. She came in today to get it, but we've already sold out of it. Well, Thayla, that one actually has to be shipped to Thayla right now is saying, oh, you had that one. I pulled it out of somebody's basket that I just haven't gotten to ship yet. Because I'm a slacker. No, I did the retreat this weekend, so I didn't have time to ship. So some of you got your stuff shipped in between. Okay, yep, go for it.
Okay. So this is a kitchen cowl. Is that how you say
Yeah. A cowl or a boa.
a boa? So you can put it around.
Yes, you're modeling
And
it
then
very
you
well.
can, make your messes and whatnot. Instead of you looking for a towel, I would just wipe my hands off on here.
You're supposed to. That's why
I know.
That's what it's for.
So we can make these, and they're a stitch. We have kits, and it's a stitch and
Karen,
flip.
what would Warner
Right.
say if you were just wearing that in the kitchen?
He would not notice.
He would not notice?
The kitchen is not his world.
Huh. Roger
Yeah.
wouldn't notice either.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, he would
You
notice.
have to
Roger
remember
would
he
notice,
only has
but he
one
would say, "You are so ridiculous. Go put some clothes on."
Put some clothes
Mhm.
on. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
back
Kathleen.
to the story.
I will tell Becky that we need to ship yours tomorrow so that you get it. Okay. So we have the cowl
We have the
kit.
That's
So
a tongue twister.
This is flip and stitch also. So for those of you who have done any flip and stitch, you know how easy it is. It goes together really quick. We did do martini glasses. You can see it's got martini glasses, a little bit of frond fabrics.
Lots of color.
A lot of
fun.
it is super fun. A lot of you
Lots
got
of
the
fun.
I feel like I'm touching her breasts. A lot of you got the.
I got stuff, between your hand.
Yeah,
and
okay, good.
Okay.
A lot of you got this fabric the other day. We had it out as a fat quarter special. And
that's
so
right.
a lot of you do have that fabric. So just showing you a great way to
Does that
use
make
the
you
fat
feel
quarters
better?
that you got. Yeah. So yes. Thank you.
Anytime. Okay, anyway, this is S101 for $25. That will include everything you need to make this fabulous boa.
The pattern, it includes the pattern,
Pattern.
the flip and stitch fabric that's pre-printed, and the fabric for the martini. So S101 is $25. I think it was originally $29.95. So you guys save $5 today. And then if you just want the fabric with the towel, so you get the pre-printed scarf, and then the towels come in it. S100 is $14.99, and we only have one of those left.
You can use your own scraps.
Yes. And if you write down the measurements, then you can go ahead and make another one. Also, just put it on some kind of an interfacing or base.
Oh, yeah.
So S100 is $14.99 for just the interfacing. And then we did these kits for the kitchen boa scarf. We have this, we only have one of these kits left. S99 is $12. That includes all of the fabric you need. This is the towel here, hot chocolate weather. And then it's got a cute little trim to sew across. And then we used this fabric, which is like a linen, as the scarf. So I don't want to take it all apart because somebody's going to want it very nicely. So that's that. And it's got all the directions so you can make it. So we only have one of those left. So if you're looking to make quick, I mean, these are literally quick and easy projects. Okay.
You keep on going.
Okay. S99 is $12 for the last scarf kitchen boa that we have for hot chocolate weather. Then if you need little stocking stuffers, I'm trying to get you guys thinking about Christmas and activities for kids so that you get them off their phones and get them thinking a little bit. So we do have these fun little Star Wars creatures. Mandalorian, it says ages 8 to 99. Fun to make. These are great. They're kids love to put them on their water bottles. So S151 is $14, and that includes the stickers to make those 3 Star Wars creatures, the tray, and everything you need in it. S151 is $14. 151 is $14. And then S152 is for little Mickey Mouse stickers. Cute little Mickey Mouse stickers. S152 is Minnie Mouse. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Minnie Mouse. S157 is, I'm not sure. You might know what creatures they are. They're kind of like little alien creatures. They remind me of like little gremlins. S157 is $12, and I believe it has 4 sheets of stickers, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna open it up because here, show them the mermaid. Those are princesses.
Okay, these are princesses. S156, and that's for $12, and you get all of these little princesses. And all of the beads and the tools and everything.
This one, these two have 2 sheets in them. So S157 has is $12, and it's got 2 sheets. So 2 sheets of little furry creatures. Oh, Pokemon. Okay. I'm so out of the loop. Pokemon. So these are Pokemon creatures apparently. And then these are little princesses. I know the princesses. Gracie loved princesses at one point in her life. S156 is little princesses. S156 is little princesses. 157 is the little creatures. Little mermaids. S155. So remember, you girls need to be thinking about stocking stuffers. S155. And then this would be fun to do, like make some hot chocolate, put in a princess movie. S154. Let them cuddle up with that really comfy, cozy little minky quilt that you made them, and your holidays will be perfect. S154 is for the dinosaurs, and then this is for, it looks like mermaids, rainbows, and unicorns. S150. S150 is mermaids and rainbows and unicorns.
Fantasy.
And then we showed this one already, I think. This
Yes.
is little slap bracelets. I don't know if you guys remember how fun the slap bracelets were in the day. More Minnie Mouse. S153 is $14. 153. Oh, Kathleen, I know Gracie did look like a princess at the Sierra Chef Award dinner. They were awarded Business of the Year by the Chamber of Commerce. You know, it was a very special day for them. Okay, so let's do the felting before that all falls.
Yeah, I will hand it to you.
So I have never felted before in my life. And during the retreat, while we were sitting around talking, because apparently we did a lot of that, I bought the advent calendar. We don't have any more left. But these were 2 of the 13 projects out of the advent calendar. So the first thing I did was the mushroom. And it literally went together, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes it took me to make the mushroom. And then I made the igloo, which was super fast, super fun. And it really is kind of, you release your, I don't know, built up energy. So here's my cute little igloo. I'm kind of hooked. I love it. I took it home to do the other night, but I forgot my needles at the shop. So I'm
sure
like,
that smoke coming out top of the igloo, right?
yeah. What do you think it is?
You know, without, people might thought it was something that you hang up.
No, it's smoke.
It's smoke.
Smoke. So those are my 2 adventures. So here are a couple that Christy had made for us. We have the blue bird. So we have 2 kits, and we are going to do a Zoom. November 27th from 11:30 to 12:30. We're going to do a free Zoom. So if you have one of these kits and you want to get it started, or you want to just set aside time to work on a felting project, we're going to be doing that on November 27th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we have the blue. This one is the long-tailed bird. And then we have a blue bird right here. So this one is the Bluebird kit. So everything you need inside the kit, the needles, styrofoam, everything you need is right in here. And it says for 10-year-olds and up. So it is really kind of fun because you don't have to stress out too much. It's going to look great. S43 is the long-tailed bird. S43 is the long-tailed bird for $33. The Bluebird is S46. If you think that you really don't want to start a new hobby, this you don't have to buy anything extra. So everything you need is in this kit.
And there's plenty of wool.
Right.
There's plenty
You're going to have
wool.
leftover wool. But what I love about this is that you can, once you learn this technique, you're going to add it into other things. You're going to add it into your quilting. You're going to add it into some pillow that you make. You're just going to, once you know how to felt and you realize how easy it is, you're gonna be hooked. I can't imagine that you wouldn't. Even though I thought stabbing something 1,000 times was gonna be so insane. It might be insane. But I think it's very therapeutic, kind of like diamond art. So S43 is the long-tailed bird, and S33 is the bluebird. Here, look at how cute he is.
And the bear is part of the Advent.
Yes,
It's
so we don't
part
have
of
that
that
anymore.
group. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you could get a snowman S45 for $33. This is the snowman.
The little deer with the skinny legs are not felting. That's the ones we showed you were out of cotton fabrics. You could do them out of flannel. You could do them out of upholstery fabric. You could felt it.
You could
Yes.
very easily
Yes.
felt
It would be super easy to felt.
Yeah.
We probably could felt one up during that Zoom.
Probably,
Mhm.
yes. It'd be easier to felt it once.
Oh
it's
my
sewn.
gosh. Doris is the expert. Doris, could we felt it with that the gray hair from the gray and brown hair from the beards? The same.
Oh yeah, that bag that you found.
Yes, the
Yeah.
bag that we found.
Yeah.
You could do those reindeer really nicely
Yes.
in it.
Yeah, that
Oh,
And it'd
okay.
be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So yes, during that Zoom, we're gonna do some fun stuff.
play with that.
Now that
Okay.
I've done 2 projects, we can do anything.
Okay, so the egg S48.
And this is what the egg turns out to be. And I do have one little flower falling off. My needles are now at home, so I couldn't fix it. But that's the great thing about felting is you can add more to it. It's very forgiving. So even Joanne, her cats attacked it. Joanne, I think we could fix it.
Okay. We don't have a sample of this, but the felt poppy.
Oh, so this one is not felted. Emily got it, and it is already felted fabrics that you are going to just make a flower. So you're going to cut it out, and
You'll make this poppy.
yes. So all of this stuff is in there, and you're going to make the poppy. But I'll show you. The directions are very, very easy. You could do a bouquet. You could make a bunch of them and put them in a vase. So they've got written directions, and then they have step-by-steps. So it's super easy. This would look great on a jacket or on a purse. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
S33 is the poppy.
S47 is the poppy.
Oh, yeah.
433.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, moving on. More mushrooms. So this is a mushroom in a hoop, and this is S49, and you get everything that you need in this kit to make that that toadstool in a hoop.
And the
that's
hoop comes in.
in it, right? S49, $33. Then this is a crab, and that is S50 for $39. And that's a crab. We don't have
And
a
this one-
sample of the
No,
crab.
but it does include the little painters like canvas. The easel is included in there, so you have a way to display it. So it would look really cute, like in a bathroom or something. I know that these are really great projects to take with you. If you're traveling, you could do it in the car. You can do it on the train. You can do it in the hotel room. They're kind of small projects that are just take a little bit of time. So you don't have too many parts to lose. You don't have to pre-think about it. You could just grab one of these kits and go.
And then the gingerbread house is S44 for $33. I think we only have one.
No, we've got several in
We
the
have
back.
more?
Mhm.
Okay. S44 is a gingerbread house. I'm going to move these over so you can see.
And then this one is adorable. I actually want to make this one. S40 is $37. It's got a little box. And remember, it says for ages 10 and up. So anybody can felt. And I do think this is a great way to try it. It's a very low investment to be able to try it and see if you like it. The fox wreath, it includes everything you need. And in an hour, you're going to get pretty well started, if not on your way. And I will say that I did use the needles that came in the kit, but I also used, because I like to get things done fast, very fast, I used the 3-needle one. And there were times when Doris said, oh, I don't think the 3-needle one is meant for that. And I just kept going with the 3 needles because it got it done quick. So the 3 needles, S53 is $15. S53 is $15.
That would be really good when you're making the ball for the igloo, probably.
Yes.
So you could hurry up and
Yeah.
get that
It-
ball, and then you could shape it
Yes.
with a single needle.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's great for building the
Just-
base.
Mhm.
Like if you were doing an egg like this,
'Cause
you could
that's
do the basic shape and get it all done really, really fast.
Because that's not
Mhm.
exciting.
No.
but the embellishing is exciting.
Yeah. And I think that's why I got them done so fast
Yeah.
because I did.
Because you use that.
mhm. This one I did almost all of it with this needle. Okay, so S53 is the 3-pronged needle. If one needle breaks, you just replace it and put in another needle in there.
S40 is this kit with the little fox and the mushroom.
It's like diamond art. It's very addicting. Once you do it.
42 are the gingerbread men. But
It makes
there's
a garland.
it makes a garland, but I wanted to find how many gingerbread.
I don't think it says. I've tried to figure it out too, but
Yeah.
1,
so
2, 3. There's
probably
4 at
four.
least.
Probably
4 at least.
4, and that's S42.
All this wool is from Scotland, and what I found is that they put way more than you need in the
Right.
kits.
Right. And save it.
Yes,
Because
because
it's
you
a
can
good
use it later.
embellishment.
Yeah. S41 is $37, and that makes your apple, your pear, your orange, and your whatever that purple thing is. I don't think we have those.
Eggplant.
It's seasonal fruit.
Oh.
Eggplant is a vegetable.
It is. I don't know my colors,
like maybe
and I
a
don't
fig.
know my fruit.
Maybe a fig?
Um,
I don't know. I think it's a fruit that grows in Scotland.
Okay.
But it would look cute in your basket.
It's a pear.
Okay. And then Doris, do you want
A
to tell
purple
us what
pear.
the difference is between these two needle felting foams? I feel pretty lucky that we have Doris amidst us because she is the felting queen. So why would they want one of those over the other, or do they want both, or what's the perks of those two things?
For different projects. So all of your smaller projects, especially when you're starting the mushroom and you're going to use.
So would
the-
that be better than the felt pad that comes in the?
Well, you have a pad, so the pad in there is great for that small, very small stuff.
Yeah.
But once you start getting that egg up and around, you almost have to rotate it and keep it going. This is for when you start going, ooh, I need to put it on a sweatshirt or on
Oh.
my quilt.
Okay.
And then you'd probably cover this foam. I wouldn't leave it just like that. For me, I'd take a piece of old Levi and cover it with that. Just
Okay.
because the foam,
Well, disintegrate.
it will disintegrate
Yeah,
faster.
yeah.
So if you have the Levi on it, it lasts longer.
Okay.
Or we can make a pad with something else.
Okay.
But that's what I had been using. But this works for that rotation because you want to lay the whole egg down.
Right.
And so it's gonna hold it because of these little bristles. It holds it.
Perfect.
So you can do that really fine detail.
Okay.
And
Oh.
yes, you always start the project with this.
Yes. Yes. Well, I did see somewhere that there was a pen that had like 8 needles in it.
I've got one that has 12.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might need one of those. 3 might not be enough for me because I might become an addict.
But the one with 12, I was
12?
doing a rug.
Oh.
I had taken the roving and crocheted it into
Oh.
a rug
Oh.
and was felt.
Do you still have that rug?
No, it went to a scholarship. I donated
Doris
it for a
loves to give
scholarship.
everything away.
So it's gone.
You'll never meet anybody more generous than Doris.
It has a great big Suffolk sheep on top of it. So
Oh.
it was for the Suffolk Sheep
Oh.
Association. So
Gotcha.
somebody out there has it.
Okay. Somebody has it. Somebody's enjoying it. Okay, let's get rid of these. Do you want to throw these in
Yes.
that box for Becky tomorrow?
Yes. Yes.
So we do have the free class. Well, it's not going to be a super like organized class like if it was a class. It's a free Zoom where we're all going to be just working on different felting projects. That is going to be on November 27th from 11:30 to 12:30. So if you want to do the Zoom, just put free Zoom or S Zoom class, felting, whatever. Oh, Susan, do you love your felting sewing machine? because I feel like it might, I don't know, I've never heard of a felting sewing machine, but I feel like it might be kind of like an embroidery machine. And I'm a hand person, so I would never buy an embroidery machine because I know I would never use it, just like I never used my serger. I'm more of a hands-on. Okay, the next thing we have are two fun little ornament projects. We have the very dimensional one. This one is doing the pine needles like we've done on demos. If you need another pine needle demo, let me know and we can do it again. We haven't done one in a while. But this is just a fun, cute little project that we needed to teach a class on dimensional thread painting. So the tree trunk has different fibers sewn on it. Super quick and easy. Well, I won't say quick because you got to make all of those pine needles. And then I took the same pattern and we did just an applique. So we've got kits for both of these. You want to hold up the kits for them and I'll hold these up. So just cute little wall hangings.
So the kit that has both projects.
No, it only has one project. I know, but it's
yeah.
only.
Okay, well,
We just put a photo of both of them so that you can get an idea, and the kit has this in it, but you can always do that.
So the kit has the cork fabric
Yes.
in it,
Yes.
and that is S110 for $44.
It is cork fabric.
It's the cork and it's easy to use. I've even used it. And
Do you think you could do the pine needles with chenille? I think you could
they
do
would
the
be, yeah.
if
they
you
would
were
be
doing a big if you were
yeah.
doing a big quilt. If you were gonna do this quilt in like a lap size quilt, you could use the chenille. But in this project here, it's gonna be too big.
Too overwhelming.
Too big.
It's
too wide. Yes.
Yeah. And then for the fabric background, see, I
Good job.
learned.
Good
Okay.
job.
For the fabric background kit, that is S109 for $29.
And I think this one I did in a class. And so this one has the batting in it and the backing. So, and the needle and the thread. So this one has everything you need for it.
And this does not have the backing.
Or the thread.
No.
But it does have the wash away.
And it has what you need in order to make the trunk of the tree and the ornament and the hanging all of these textiles.
Carolyn, did you make the ornament project? If you did, post it on Fabric Chick Stitch Along, because we always like to see all the different ones. And literally, when I teach this as a class, every single one turns out so different.
Because everybody makes their needles different. But then when you look at the trees,
They're all different. Mm-hmm.
They're all different.
Yeah. So S109 is for the hand embroidered kit with everything you need in it. And then ornament, the S110 has the cork fabric and everything you need for the dimensional quilt, except for the backing and the thread. I don't even know where to start. Okay, here's another fun kit. Oh my gosh, we got so much to go through still.
Okay. We better pick it up.
We have two of these kits left. It's upside down.
Yep.
It's using the Simple Simon pattern S107. S107 is the Simple Simon pattern by Villa Rosa. And this is a great kit for anything. You better get that quilt before Karen's arms want to fall off. The kit is S106 for $35. S106 for $35 for the kit. And the quilt ends up being 42 by 46. We do have the Minky that's on the back. It's the luxury Minky S108. It's 58 to 60 inches wide, and it is very luxurious.
It is.
if you're going to make any of those scarves that we did last year or the year before, this one is a great one for the scarves. S107 is for the Simple Simon pattern. S107 is for the pattern. S106 is for the kit. S106 is for the kit for $35. So that's a quick and easy one if you need a gift to give at Thanksgiving. And it's got Father Christmas in it with cute little polar bears, but I think it could be kept up all winter, really. It's a winter quilt, not necessarily a Christmas quilt.
And then the backing is S108 for $24 per yard.
S108. Okay. Then we have this quilt up here. The Cardinal quilt is S39 for $35 is for the kit. It includes the quilt top and the binding. You're just going to need 1.5 yards for backing and batting. So S39 is $35 for the quilt top with binding. You're going to need 1.5 yards for backing. I threw this on the back. You can see I've got the cute little cardinals on the back. Can you see that?
No.
I just did a quick and easy swirled pattern quilting it. It's got the cute little toss going every which way cardinals. And we've got the Cardinal fabric S38 is $6 a yard. $6 a yard, S38. Quilt Market just happened, so all the reps are trying to make appointments with me, and I told them we have to clean out a lot of what's here before we can have you come in. So we've got S38, $6 a yard. S38 is $6 a yard. At $6 a yard, it's great even to make gift bags. Remember, we showed you how to make gift bags. That's a good little price point. We have the canvas from the that we used on the back of the ornament and the pine and the embroidered one. This is canvas, so if you want to make backpacks or fanny packs or chair covers or anything, these are kind of like the old army bags. If you wanted to make a crossover body bag, these are really super popular. If you go to the boutiques, they're all using these canvases. S112 is $16 a yard. It looks like it's wider, but I cannot tell for sure. It's almost as tall as Karen.
Yeah.
S112 is $16 a yard. We do have fat quarters of it, so if you want a fat quarter, we can get you that. S111 is the cream canvas with the writing on it, and the red border. S111 is $16 a yard. S113 is a cream color with writing kind of splotched all over it. S113 is the writing all over it. It is a heavier canvas fabric, but it is still cotton. So if you want to cover seats, oh, Roger almost lost the iPad.
Whoa.
It's all right. I already sat on it and cracked the screen.
This makes a great background for a designer quilt, for an art quilt.
An art quilt,
These
yeah.
are fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know what I did, but I took this one and I put the tissue dye on it, and then I applied something on it, but I don't remember what. It's been so long.
Yeah, I have mine with tissue dye, but I haven't worked it up yet.
Okay, for you Minky lovers, we have a cute little Christmas Minky. Let It Snow Winter Wishes. Let It Snow Winter Wishes. S133 is $20 a yard, and it is 58 to 60 inches wide. So this is a super soft fabric. If you're not familiar with Minky, it is worth the little bit of extra effort it takes to put it on your backs of your quilts. You can actually do anything with Minky. You can sew anything with it. The one thing that I think you just have to remember to double pin it. So pin it like you would normally pin it, and then go back and pin it again in between, and that will stabilize it for you. So S133 is the winter snowman. S113 is the winter snowman. And then we have a snow globe one also. So this is great for pillowcases. People just don't think about using Minky. Back in the day, we used to think Minky was so hard to use. But if you're taking your quilt to be quilted on a long arm, your long armer will use the Minky because they're stabilizing it on the rack. So it's easy to use. And it's worth it. It just takes a little bit more time prepping it.
S134 for $20 is the Minky snow globes. S134.
Can pine leaves be hand done? So Mary Beatty, the embroidered one, the one that was on the gray background, that one can be hand done. The other ones are done on netting with your machine. You don't necessarily have to, but I don't know that I would hand sew through the cork. That might be a little bit tougher to do the embroidery on the cork. I don't know for sure though, because I've never done it. Okay, Yellowstone is about to come back on, so you guys might need to get your Yellowstone quilts done. So this is Beth. Here's a picture of her. This is Beth sitting on her porch with her quilt. There's Beth. There's her quilt. And so this we have printed on fabric, so you can use it as a label on your quilt. We put the Yellowstone logo in here, so you can applique that on. This is S103 for $99. The pattern and the fabrics are all in there. It's going to look like this. And it's a good size. It's 63 by 89. So 63 by 89. 63 by 89. And I did quilt antique revolvers in there because I just feel like, you know, somebody's going to go to the train station soon.
Oh, yes. Any day now. It's
Yes.
time.
So this is the Beth quilt. If you have anybody in your family that loves, here, do we want to show them the quilt?
Yes.
I used red Minky on the back, and you can really see
Look
the
at
guns
the
on there.
Yeah, look at the detail. Wow.
I used the red Minky on the back. And if you have anybody who's a Yellowstone lover, the season is about to start. So you might want to give this to them for Christmas because this is something that will really mean something to them. And I did applique the Yellowstone logo onto it right here. I think I did one at the top here. So there's the Yellowstone logo there at the top. And then I did it also here on the bottom. So just kind of subtle. I just appliqued it right into one of those gray blocks. So it's a one-of-a-kind gift to anybody who is a Yellowstone fan. S103 is $99. It includes all of the fabric for the quilt top and the binding. S103 is $99. And then S102 is for the pattern. S102 is for the pattern. All right. What do we want to do next? Oh, Karen has spent 3 days doing this, so we better get this one done.
I'm going to have nightmares of being attacked by yarn.
Okay, we've got yarn bundles for you girls and gentlemen. I haven't seen Victor yet lately.
He's been on.
He was on there. He
He
said
was on
waves to
earlier.
Roger.
Right at the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have yarn bundles here. They're about
I'm taking a nap.
3 yards, a variety of yarns,
Oh,
about 3 yards of each
he
one.
says I'm here.
Oh, okay. Good thing he heard us talking about them, huh? S77 is for the black bundle. S74 is for the brown bundle.
S79 for the red bundle. And S78 for the pink, purple. I'm going to leave that there. Remember.
We have to wait for Roger to catch up. Okay, let's smush these.
Okay.
Put a little bit in between so they can see the difference.
coral. This is a coral bundle S104 for $9. This is coral. This is black and purple. And that's S76, $9. Turquoise, S75, $9.
So for those of you who don't know what we might do with these, you could embellish if you were doing a seascape kind of a quilt. You could embellish it with some of these as like the
Seaweed
mhm,
and also the mermaid's hair.
for doll making.
For
You
doll
can
making.
tie this into a knot and put it on for doll hair. All kinds of fun things you can embellish this with.
The beige is S105, and that is your beige. And this is
Wow. Do you know which one is the most popular?
79.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? The red one.
79.
Yes. The one we.
And I ran out.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
knew I ran out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're going to, okay.
Okay.
And then this is just some black and red and yellows.
Lots of texture. Lots of.
Lots of
And
fun.
this one in here, you can actually use like as netting or all kinds of fun things. Like
Take it apart.
yeah.
You know, you just take this wad of
Stuff and embellish.
textile. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this number is S80 for $9.
If you were doing a landscape, Doris might know the answer to this. If we're doing like a whole background for a landscape, could you felt these individually into the landscape to give it more texture? Like if we were doing like a sky or something, we could do some blues to give it some more texture.
Some of that would feel easier than others, but all the fuzzy stuff
Yeah.
felt beautiful.
Oh,
Felt
okay.
easy.
Look at.
Now we got to try
Whoa.
it. Now
And
we-
it
Okay.
would work even if you added some wool into it as you felt
As you're
it.
felting,
And
yes,
as you're
yes,
felting
yes.
the
Color
yarn.
combinations, it would really stick and make it.
Yeah. So the
It's a
yarn would stick and you would
Mary says
see
she's
it.
done that.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, well, Mary Mans, can you post it on Fabric Chick Stitch Along so we can see? Inquiring minds want to know. It's going a million miles a
Yeah,
minute. It's why I
there's
can't
a
sleep
lot.
at night. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
you
go over
can
these
do.
again real quick, Roger. We went through them pretty quick. Okay, S74 is for the brown colorway. This would be great on tree trunks also. S74. S74 is for the brown colorway. S77.
Is the black colorway. This would be just great on an elegant Christmas silver and gold embellishment like pillows. Of course, Halloween. Red is S79. S79 is a red. Pink is S78. Coral is S104.
Perfect, Mary. We would love a sample.
The purple and black is S76 with lots of texture. Turquoise is S75. The turquoise would be wonderful for a seascape. S105 is the beige. Last but not least, these are some bold, highly textured threads, and that's S80. Lots of reds and dark colors.
So we did this demo on Monday, and we also did it during the retreat. But we have these kitted up. This is for the light box or the iPad case. So we have the light box or the iPad case. I did the the demo, we kind of use the perfume bottles. If you want the fabric to do the perfume bottles, all cut up, ready to go, just like this, you just need to add your batting or fusible fleece, and then your interfacing or whatever you want to use here. You're just getting the fabric S96. It does include the lining. It includes, there should be one more piece. That's probably with my demo. So you get 4 pieces of the big fabric, the pocket, and the pocket. This here is S97 for $14. Makes the bird one. Here you go for the lining and the backing. Super cute. I love Art Gallery fabrics. So this will make the eye case. It does not have the pattern, the iPad case or the Lightbox case. S97 is $14. S96 is $14 for the perfume bottles. The Lightbox is S98 for $10. And then we have a bunch of the fabrics. S94 is for a fun blue with little polka dots. S94. S95 is, it looks like it has gold in it, but it's not. Triangles.
And then S93 are birds on some flowers with pink background. S93.
And S92 is a light tealy, almost mint green teal background with the birds and the flowers. I know Connie Kaufman's favorite. And then S91 is a cream background with kind of a plus design.
And then S88 are the flowers on this is a dark navy blue with white polka dot background. Got it.
And we have S90 is the pink floral. S90 is the pink floral. S89 is the dark purpley pink ink and arrow dots, kind of square dots.
And then the perfume bottle is S87. This antique perfume bottles.
Okay. I only have onesies of these. S69 is for the lemonade stand. I don't really know why it's called lemonade stand, but it's Batiks. S69 is blue Batiks. We're going to show you a couple of projects using Batiks. These are fat quarters. A lot of times when you're doing applique, fat quarters are perfect for that. S69 is $39, and I don't know. Can you figure out how many fat quarters are in there?
Yes.
S70 is $39 for the Christmas one. It's got Christmas. This has a little bit of metallics in it. These are all Batiks. S70 is $39. We only have one of them. And then I have a 4th of July batik bundle. So reds and blues. S71. It doesn't say on any of them.
No, I think it's
12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And then we have the green, all different shades of green. I only have one of these out there. S68 is $33. S68 is $33 for all the variety of greens. And then we have one of the reds and blues.
And that's S67 for $33. S67.
And then here's a great table runner, kind of quick and easy. It is the Christmas Wreath Table Runner by Virginia Robertson. But it also has, sorry about the filming, Roger's checking his messages. So this is the Virginia Robertson Table Runner. And the pattern is great. It also has, if you just want to use a big print, so both of the directions are in there. You can just use a focal fabric here. It's a 4-hour table runner for some, I guess. And then we have the Christmas wreath here. I probably would have taken this Christmas wreath and faced it the opposite direction just because, I don't know.
need to be a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
S64 is $11 for the pattern, and it does have directions for the Christmas wreath table runner and for the 4-hour table runner. So S64 is $11. So that's why we brought out the Batiks, so you could see all the fun things you could make with it. S64 is $11 for the table runner. We do have, oh, I think this is a freebie. Do you want to draw a name?
Okay.
This is for some trim. I just was cleaning up when I found some random
Mel
trim.
Gillespie.
Mel Gillespie, are you still here? We'll give her a minute to respond. Uh-oh. Well, enjoy dinner, Kathleen. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, let's see what Christmas. This is Kathy Holden. Kathy Holden joins us pretty frequently. She went to our retreat. She has great fabric lines. Her Christmas line has mushrooms in it. I'm not sure how much of this fabric is out in the shop. I only found one piece of it, so
So
we'll
we
see.
have the bells. It's very vintage-y. Christmas trees and the ornaments. We have it on a green background and
Little
a
mushrooms
off-white
next to the Christmas
background.
trees.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So $11 a yard if you buy the collections. $11 a yard. 6 1 yards is $66. Half yards are $33. Back quarters are $24. Oh, Mel is here. You're welcome, Mel.
All right.
Okay, and then we've got the bolts S58 for the chain on the beige background, the little garland. S58, $12 a yard. The music is S55. If you have a music lover in your life, this would be great to do a table runner out of. It does have Christmas music on it, just so you know. Came upon the
Oh,
midnight.
it's upside down.
Yeah.
Well, but okay. Now it's right side
Okay.
up.
And then we have the Christmas tree with the mushrooms. Christmas tree with the mushrooms.
S54, $12.
S56 is for the tree, the garland
On green.
on green, and S57 is for the bells on green. $12. Oh yeah, on beige. Good job. On beige. This is $12 a yard if you get it off the bolts. But these would be fun. Like this would be a fun if you do have a music lover or a mushroom lover. Those 3 would be a great 3 1-yard quilts.
Oh, yes.
So you could do a 3 1-yard quilt if you wanted to get crazy. No, I don't think you can really get crazy because they have too much beiges.
Yeah.
I think you would have to do those 3.
And that would work. And then
Mhm.
put a bright red Mickey background.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's all
All right.
done.
Whoops.
Or
Yes.
for a screen.
Okay. This we did do. If you guys remember, we did the Christmas trees with the wooden spools as the trunk. We did those a few years ago. You should still have the patterns. I did see. Phyllis left hers out all year because hers was still out in her sewing room when we were just there. Okay, this is crazy here. $7 a yard or $7.50 is $7.50. I don't really know what I did. Okay, this is the vintagey cat collection. Vintagey cat collection. I did put the cat and dog in both collections. This one is cats and dogs in the truck and on the bicycle. So this is the cat collection. S037 is the cat collection. It's 4 1 yards for $30, 4 half yards for $15, 4 fat quarters for $11. That makes it like $7.50 a yard, I believe. And then here is the dog collection. Look at how cute this is. Look at, they're wearing little earmuffs. So you got the dog collection here.
That looks good.
Okay. S036 is for the dog collection. These would make great gift bags. They'd make, what would they make? What could you do with these? Are you making
I
anything
think-
for your dog? A Christmas dog bed.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that placemat too.
So
Um,
placemat.
The bone, the flip and stitch
Oh,
dog
yes, the
placemat.
placemats. Yeah,
Mhm.
for their food.
Yeah.
Elaine, you can get it. It's on order. I do have because we broke up one of the collections. I do have the vegetables that I could send you, but we don't have the fruits. But the whole fat quarter tower with the fruits and vegetables should be here whenever they feel like shipping it. But we do have it on order. I'll put it on your invoice as a back order so that when it does come in, I'll remember to ship it to you. S036 is for the dog collection. S037 is for the kitty cat collection. And then we're going to show you the bolts real quick. $8 a yard. $8 a yard.
Okay, so is this the cat?
This is like little mice.
S35 is
Cats and dogs.
cats and dogs on bicycles.
Oh, Emily is so smart. She said dog bandanas.
Oh, I love
Yes,
that.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Or sheep bandanas. Don't your sheep need new coats?
S34, the dogs on green, the bones on orange is S33.
And then we have dogs on the peach background, S32. S32 is for the dogs. S31 is for the mice. Mice and Christmas balls. S31 is for the mice. S32 is for the dogs. Wow, we're just going to bury ourselves in here alive.
We are. Well, I promised I wasn't going to throw it all over the shop like I did last. So the cats on orange is S30. The cats on the Christmas cats on beige is S29. And then let's see, these are the mice in the stockings on green, and that's S28. All of these are $8 a yard.
And then if you want to get some pre-wound bobbins to try, these are Wonderfills brand. Oh no, they're Superior Threads. Superior Threads. Okay, I was just about to lie to you. So these are, what do you want? The
Plastic bags.
Okay.
Thanks.
So these are Superior Threads. They're the M-style bobbins. It's a special, so you can try them out. It's a M-style bobbins. You get a pink, an orange, and a yellow. A pink, an orange, and a yellow M-style bobbins. S04 is $5. $5, and it is for a pink, an orange, and a yellow M-style bobbins. S05 is for L-style bobbins. Pink, yellow, lavender, teal, and orange. So if you want to try out the pre-wound bobbins, this is a special that they did. S05 is for the L bobbins, and S04 is for the M bobbins. And then we just posted the chicken shaman on the stitch along. Although somebody came in asking for the turkey pattern, but it's a chicken, okay? I'm sorry that it might have looked like a turkey. It's not. Don't come in looking for the turkey because you'll be disappointed. But we have a kit for this. This is the chicken shaman, somewhere between a wise man and dinner. Chicken shaman here. Like, that's what Eleanor said in the pattern. I did not make that up.
Oh.
So it has a fun little tail. It's got all kinds of fun fibers in here. Some fun buttons. That's a bottle cap there. Just some fun, funky stuff. We have a kit for that. It's got sequins and some pleather and different things around his collar. S63 is $49. That includes the pattern and the kit. If you've never made a doll, this is a pretty simple doll to make. If you need a class on it, we could schedule a class on the chicken shaman. S63 is $49 for the pattern and the kit. Everything you need except for the polyfill stuffing. And then if you want just the pattern, S62 is $12. S62 is $12. If you want to see more samples of it, because people were posting it on the Fabric Chick Stitch Along, just go there and look and you'll see all the different versions of it. No two turn out alike. Even if we have two using the same kit, they're gonna look different, trust me. So S62 is the pattern for $12 and S63 is for the kit. I have one of each of these.
Yes. Yes.
One of each of these left.
Yes.
S61 is 20 pieces. So it's like a half of a jelly roll, 2.5-inch strips. S61 is $22. We only have one of those. So it's all those fun watery colors. S61 is $22. Connie says she loves her chicken shaman. S60 is for 45-inch pieces. So this is basically like a charm pack. S60 is $14. And they do coordinate. They are from the same line. So you could do something with, you know, a couple rows of the jelly roll and then a row of charm packs or something. You could do something fun with that. And then we have two projects up here. I brought you the main threads I used. You guys, most of you have D-Twist threads. D-Twist thread is by Wonderfill. It's a 20 weight thread. You can run it through your machine. It's a little bit heavier than your 50 weight thread or your 40 weight threads, which you normally use for piecing. The D-Twist has two threads that are wound equally around each other. So it's like using two threads, but you don't have one that kind of lays underneath the other. So I did use right here, if you want to get a close up, I used the D-Twist on all of the black and white. I used, can you see it?
No, can you?
Yeah, they can see it. So that's D-Twist. Then over here on the quail, I used a 30 weight Mirage variegated thread. The great thing about Wonderfill's variegated thread is it's not dyed evenly. So you're not going to get 1 inch of one color, 1 inch of the next color, 1 inch of the next color, 1 inch of the next color. As you can see, it's just randomly dyed. So it gives you a great movement. So those are the two threads I used for those two quilts. S66 is for the rainbow variegated. S66 is for the rainbow variegated. S65 is for the black and white D-Twist. So the only thing with the D-Twist is you might need to use a 90 needle because the thread is thicker and the bigger eye of the needle will help so it doesn't shred. So S65 is $10 for the D-Twist and S66 is $10 for the variegated. We do have variegated in a lot of other colors. We can put those on the sales, and we have D-Twist in every color. So this project here, I know we kind of like have buried ourselves in here. I just finished quilting this morning for Becky. This quilt, this is the nativity scene by Connie Spurlock. And a lot of the batiks that she used are the batiks in the quail quilts. So you can see, if you hold it up here, it's basically the same colorway that we have going on for the quail quilt. So this is the quilt finished. And then this is the pattern. Well, not finished. It needs a binding still. And she just appliqued it on. And then when I quilted it, I had to quilt around each piece to stabilize it so it won't come up. So she didn't want to take the time to do it. I wonder what kind of
Interfacing or yeah.
no, what kind of fusible she used that makes that noise.
I know.
I've never heard of it making that noise. Mm-hmm. Anyways, the pattern is S27 for $10.99, S27 for $10.99. And she said it did go together pretty quickly because the pieces are pretty big, except for the little windows were kind of small. But otherwise, it went together really fast. S27 is $10.99. How do we get what stopped? What are they talking about, Phyllis?
I think they're talking about the time change.
Oh, you know what? You can't even worry about that.
I think that's what they're talking
Yeah.
about.
Gosh, there's so many things you should call your governor about to change. Okay, this is the Gracie quilt. This is the Gracie giraffe quilt. We did this with Sandra Mullen when we had her come and teach here at the shop. It's also using a lot of the same colors that we used in the quail quilt. So we just thought we would do the whole series while we're here. We do have a few of these kits left. S26 is $48. S26 is $48. That includes the pattern and all the fabrics to make the quilt, not the backing though. But everything for the quilt top and the binding is included in the kit and the pattern. S26 is $48. And then we have the cute little rooster and hens. These are by Virginia Robertson. We have the patterns individually. So this is the rooster pattern. If you haven't done fusible applique, we can do a Zoom on it. But I'm just going to tell you that my brother and sister came to visit when COVID first started. They came up and because, you know, everybody was kind of isolated. And so they came up to help me fill orders. So I had my brother-in-law fuse this for me. If he can do it, I'm just saying anybody can do it. So that is the rooster. Here is the hen. And depending on what side you trace your pattern on, you could have them facing the same way. You could have the rooster following the hen. You could do whatever you want to do. The kit, so everything you need for both projects, the pattern for the hen and the pattern for the rooster, everything you need for both of them is in this kit. S20 is $44. S20 is $44 for the kit and the patterns. Otherwise, you can get the patterns individually. S19 is for the rooster for $10. S19 is the rooster for $10. S18 is the hen for $10. So that's that. And then we have Bliss, which is the quilt, the flower quilt here that I haven't gotten quilted yet. It's on my to-do list. We have the Bliss. I have the pattern is $31, which Roger corrected me. It's supposed to be $36. So if you get the pattern today, you save $5. S24 is $31. S24 is $31 for the Bliss pattern. If you want to do like I did, because I don't have time to cut it all out and fuse it, I bought it pre-fused, so I have one kit left. This is all pre-fused. You can see the pieces here. Those are leaves. You just clip it a couple of places and then pull off the fusible backing fabric and then put it onto your white fabric. So everything you need, the pattern, the pre-cut fusible, it's already pre-fused. So it's taking all that busy work out of it for you. So you can just start creating. The kit is S25 for $169. I know that seems pricey, but just remember fusible is pricey. So take out the fact that you don't need to buy fusible and the fact that it's already fused and all you have to do is just snip it and place it on your background. It's totally worth it. At first I thought that was a ridiculous price to pay. And then I started it by scratch and I called her up and I said, hey, just send me the pre-fused one. So S25 is $169 for the pre-fused one if you want to get it done in your lifetime. Okay, Mary, see you later.
Pattern only is S24 for $31. This is just the pattern.
And then this one is one I really want to make, but I don't know if I'll ever get to it in my lifetime because she does not have a pre-fused. I've already asked. So this one we would have to get the we'd have to go around and collect the fabrics for it, which would be easy because you guys have been collecting woods and different things. S23 is $29 for the solstice pattern. S23 is $29 for the solstice pattern. And then S21 is $32 for the orchard. So this one would be fun. My girlfriend made it and gave it to somebody, one of her friends that, well, not even a friend, just somebody she sees at the farmer's market.
Oh.
I think that's a lot of work to, I think she just wanted to
Yes.
make it
She
and she
just-
couldn't think of what to do with it. So she gave it to the
just gave
person
it
at the
away.
farmer's market.
Yeah.
S21 is $32. S21 is $32, but that would be great hanging in a kitchen or even anywhere really.
In the cabin.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
S22 is if you don't want to start with one of those bigger projects and you just want to see if you like fusing. S22 is a great one to start with. And you could use any of the batiks we're going to show you in a second. So S22 is $10 for a cute little fused project.
It can be used as a table topper, and it's not very large. It's 22 by 34.
Right.
That's nice size.
And if you didn't want to do all three, you could do a pillow of just
yeah.
one base, or a pillow of that base, or a pillow of that base. So there's a lot of things you could do. You could even applique this onto, if you were like recovering a chair or something. I have a chair in our entryway that has applique on it. You could applique this onto the back of a chair or put it on the back of a jean jacket, or, well, the options are limitless.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
here is a gathering, which is the one behind us. S17 is $32. S17 is for the quilt that's hanging behind us. S17 is $32 for the pattern. S17 is $32. And then we have a freebie for this fun dragonfly. It's got the pattern and the fabrics. Do you want to pick out somebody?
Okay, and the winner is Sharon Weber.
Sharon Weber, are you still on? S009 is just a collection of the brights. 9 of them for $99. So we did them at $11 a yard. S99, S009. S009 is 9 different batiks. Those batiks were used in the nativity. They were used in the quail. Some of them were used in the flower quilt. So they're just a good, kind of like a solid on solid, even though they've got a little bit of print to them. They still can be used pretty much anywhere. And then we have the darker colorway. It's black and white, but one of them is navy. Maybe even 2 of them are navy. So they go from navy and white to black and white and white to black. So
I think this is a navy.
yeah, this one kind of is.
It's hard. It's so dark.
Yeah.
It is so dark.
It could
It's
be a
hard.
navy.
But
I can't
that
really tell. This one
definitely
is. S010 is 7 for $77. Half yards for $38.50. Back quarters are $28. I love this one when I put this one on, because this one I did the pre-fused also. Otherwise, I would never get samples done. But look at how the eyeball is so perfect there with that one. Okay, so S010 is $77 for the darker colorway. That's at $11 a yard. Oh, I do have some good specials though. We have these 2 at $8 a yard. $8 a yard.
These are batiks.
Yes.
So that's S16, the polka dots and the chicken feet, S15.
Sharon, it was a kit. The quill was a kit. It probably was our best-selling
Yes.
kit of
Oh
all
my
time.
gosh.
Karen had to make, I
A
don't even
gazillion.
know how many of those
A
kits.
billion.
Like 1/8 of a yard, back quartered. I mean, it was tiny little pieces. Karen probably made 200 kits. I don't even know. She made so many of those kits. But we can't get, there's some of the fabrics we can't get anymore. And so we've discontinued kitting it. So we only have the patterns, but would be a good start. Sharon is here. This would be a good start to the quill kit. And if you got fat quarters, or if you just called us and you wanted quarter yards, we could do quarter yards also. But you don't really need very much of anything. What does it say on the pattern?
I think it's they were fat 1/8.
The birds are fat 8s. The feet are fat 8s.
And there's 25 different batiks that you need.
But if you don't have 25, it won't matter.
No, as
You
long
can
as you have
duplicate it.
bright and
Yeah.
dark,
Yeah.
and as long as you have
Right.
some contrast.
If you just
all.
bought this, you'd be fine.
Mhm.
Fat 8s, fat 8s. This inner border was a quarter yard, and the binding was a half a yard. That's all you need for that quilt. Okay, so we can put that away. Okay, we have a couple of auctions. We'll hold this auction off. So we've got quilt samples that we no longer have the kits for. So I might hold these off because I can see Roger rolling his eyes. So we'll do these next week. So just be thinking about getting already made projects. If you have anybody who loves Nightmare Before Christmas, when we had this kit, people loved it because it wasn't like Halloweenish. So people who collect the Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas, that was a favorite. Okay, we've got this auction right here. This is gonna make a log cabin quilt. They're already pre-cut. You do not have to cut them. You just have to start sewing them. This quilt takes 4 packages of 12 log cabin squares. So you're going to do, I don't know, because this says it's the log cabin quilt kit. So that if you get these, it's going to make a quilt that finishes size 85. I don't see how that works though. Because here, I guess it's the bigger pieces are in the back, I guess. So you've got the center and then the bigger pieces. Makes 12 log cabin blocks and simple sewing instructions. These fabrics have all been steam pressed and carefully cut to size along the lengthwise grain. Each block will measure 9 5/8 inches after sewing. So these fabrics are going to make this quilt. The auction is starting at $49. S149. The auction is starting at $49. And the quilt's going to be 85 by 104. So big size, like king size quilt.
Can you ask Peggy Driscoll on 1516 what she wants?
Peggy, there's something weird on S15 and 16. Can you tell us? It looks like half yards maybe, but there's like a weird symbol on there. Okay, so we're gonna save the quilts for next week because I want to get these done because Doris wanted them and I said no, you have to bid on them. So these are cute little flannel. You don't very often see like a whole rainbow collection of flannel. So these are flannel fat quarters. You have 9 fat quarters, the 1450. The auction is starting at $24. Okay. Doris is at $24 for the yellow and orange. Can you lay those out?
Yes, and so these are pink and purple. And this is S37 for $24. The auction starts and there's a total of 9 pink and purple.
Okay, and then I have for the auction starting for $8. You might have to come in here, Doris, so you can see what you're bidding on. The red colorway, there's 4 of them. S1460 is $8. And then the green and blue colorway. The green and blue colorway is S1491. 1491 for the blue and green colorway. It's gonna get crazy now, girls. So
Okay, $24.
Doris's bid $24 on all three $24 ones,
okay.
and $8 on that one. You guys,
Okay.
I want flannel.
Okay, so everything is at $24 except for 1450.
60.
1450 is at $26.
27.
Okay, 1450 is at $27 for Doris. 1439. 1439. Which one's 1439? Victor, which one's 1439? So they're all at $24 by Doris.
27.
1450 is at $30, Mary Men's.
Mary can take it. I'm gonna back it.
You're gonna back out. Mary can take it. Okay, if anybody wants to outbid Mary Men's on the orange and yellow collection, it's at $30. $30 for the orange and yellow collection. If you want to outbid, put it in now. And then 1439. They're all flannel. All of these are flannel, not the log cabin. The log cabin is not. Okay, wait, let me see. 1450, $30. What's the blue and green? Blue and green is $14.91. $14.91 for the blue and green. Mary Mints for $30. Okay, and then we've got $24 on the purples and pinks. We've got $24 on the blue and greens. So Doris and Victor are at a tie on the blues and greens.
27 on the blues and greens.
$27 for the blues and greens to Doris. Blues and greens are at 27. Purples and pinks are at nothing. Oh, $24 to Phyllis or to Doris. And then the reds are at $8 to Doris, I think.
Yep.
Okay, Doris is at $8. If you guys have any, if you want to bid now. And then the 149 for the log cabin. It is an absolutely gorgeous metallic-y Asian feel in creams and golds and browns. Like that really is going to be a beautiful quilt. Almost king size, I think. 85 by 104. Victor's at $9 for the reds.
I'll go 10.
10. The reds are now at 10. The reds are at 10. The pinks and purples are at 24. Pinks and purples are at 24. They are all flannels, fat quarter flannels. So the pinks and purples is purple is flannel fat quarters, 9 flannel fat quarters, $24. Greens and blues are 10 fat quarters at $27. $14.60 is the red and a little bit corally. Connie Wiggins at $15. Susan Adams is at $49 for the log cabin. Okay. What are people making with flannel? What aren't they making is the question, Mary Beatty. Who knows? Maybe they're just adding it to their stash. I'm not quite sure. But you could make any quilt that lends itself to fat quarter friendly. This would be perfect for. Flannel's also great to felt on top of, although I would not felt on top of these. They're so pretty. They're very bright and vibrant. Okay, we're going to close this up because Roger is looking at me funny. So S37 is $24 to Doris. And then $27, I think this was to Doris. Doris, 27. And then Connie is at 15. And then Susan Adams is getting this Asian quilt already pre-cut, ridiculous price. Susan Adams, 49. Okay. All right. So that concludes the auction. Oh, I have so many more fun things for the auction. So maybe we might do an auction on Monday just because we are drowning in auction stuff. And I want to show you this quilt that we're going to auction off on whenever we auction. So get ready for Christmas gifts, okay? Because look at this one. They don't make this panel anymore. This was one of my favorites of all time, Peter Pan. It's completely quilted. It's all chenille. The daughter of the gal who invented the chenille designed this pattern for a fabric company specifically to do the chenille to it. It is so cute. It's one of my favorites. So we're going to auction this off next week. So if you need a baby quilt, this would be what you want. Okay, we're going to auction off next week.
And it has Minky.
Yes.
On the back.
Minky on the back. Okay. All right. If you did not get a Christmas stocking, I just found another pie. Oh, no, these have names.
No.
I was like, oh,
No, they're done.
Okay.
All right, you're done.
I was about to give away the ones you guys already got.
No.
So no, we don't have those. Okay, we'll have to find something else for giveaways on Monday.
We didn't do the yardage on the.
Oh, we didn't?
No, we
Okay.
did not.
Okay, Karen said we did not do the yardage on this, so we're going to do it real quick in case you need fabrics. I don't know how we got sidetracked.
No.
S14 is $12 for the navy with the circles, $12 a yard. S11 is the black background with the white kind of square lines. S08 is the pink with the orange square lines. And remember, if you missed any part of this show and you want to go, if you need something, you can always go back and order through the weekend.
The water bluish kind of batik is S13, $12. Chicken feet on orange, S12, $12. And the pink with splatter marks, S07, $12.
This is actually what Becky used as the background of her nativity,
Of her
which was kind of
nativity.
neat because I quilted little like stars
Oh,
over it.
Starbus,
Mhm,
yes.
mhm.
And then the green squares on this lime green yellow is S06 for $12. There, we got through that.
We have so much auction stuff that we haven't gotten to because it
Okay,
kind of
I
takes
need-
some time.
last.
So maybe on Monday we might kind of focus on auctiony stuff. So prepare for good deals because
You're gonna focus?
no,
Okay.
I'm gonna try though. On Monday, I'm gonna try to focus on clearing out stuff because it would look better in your stash than my stash. So we're gonna have some really, really good deals. I've just decided on Monday. All right, have a good night. Have a good weekend. Let me know if there's anything you want demos on or you want to do on the free Zooms on Monday. All right, have a great night. See you guys soon. Go sew, sew, sew.